Welcome back to another exciting episode on Hardy's Books. Today, we're going to do some roasting. We're going to go through all the signed books that I have in my possession, either because I have collected them or because I'm in the process of selling them. And we're going to go through every single signature, and we're going to try and work out which signatures are S tier, which signatures are D tier. Now, there are a few criteria I'm using here. First of all, there is aesthetics. I mean, you've got to look good. Come on. It needs to have a certain kind of flair, a swish, some personality. It needs, in my opinion, to be slightly legible so that you can at least work out what the author's name might be. And then thirdly, it needs to be unique. What makes a unique signature? Well, we're going to see. We're going to start with the first author in the alphabet, Ben Aranovich. I don't know whether that's like a pen name or whether it's his actual name, but whatever it is, it's genius. Ben Aranovich, here we go. So, looks pretty good. I'm going to give it, it's got a shape to it. I can see the B and I can see the A. The A almost kind of looks like a star. So I'm going to give it points for legibility. For effort, though, I'm going to say pretty low effort signature there. So I'm going to give it a B. I think the B is fairly generous. There we go. Next one on the list, we have Joe Abercrombie. This is a proof copy of Half a King. A little signature here. All right. Don't know who David was, but there's Joe Abercrombie. By the way, if you see these black bands, it means it's because it's on our shop. I mean, I can see the J, and it kind of looks like John. So I'm gonna give it kind of middle points of legibility. Aesthetics, I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna give that one. That was gonna be fairly okay. I quite like it. I'm gonna give it it's low effort, but I kind of like the aesthetics. I'm gonna put an A. Next up, we have the inimitable Douglas Adams right here. In fact, I love this particular book because it actually has a really nice dedication in the top there. It's very tiny, but it says brains of Zaphod could not hold the amount of knowledge required to describe our love. It is boundless. I think that inscription adds value. And then here we go. Here is Douglas Adams. It's a bit messy. It's a bit Jackson Pollock. But you know what? I respect him for it. I compared it to other ones by him, and it's pretty consistent despite the kind of all over the placeness of it. And I can see a D. I can see an A. I'm happy putting that one in A tier. Maybe I'm being too kind. We'll see. Going on to Margaret Atwood. What we got here? Okay, yes. This is the kind of signature I love, where it's actually the full name written out, so they've really put some effort into it. You can read it legibly. She has beautiful handwriting. I mean, this is straight to S tier, no doubt about it. Marge, you're going out to S. Love what you're doing. Keep doing good things. Oh no, we got one that I haven't put in the tier list. We're going to come back to this one. Okay, next up we got Clive Barker. This one is interesting. So we got what looks like a pretty clear Clive. What on earth's going on at the end there? It's a big B, and then literally could be any word. I like points for effort. You did put some effort in, but I can't make that out at all. Looks like Clive Bargem. Not for me. Sorry, Clive. Effort, yes, but execution, I'm going to say, is B. Right here, we got I'm going to have to be careful with this one because it's a paperback and I don't want to bend it too much. Got a Shannon Chakraborty here. Got a rather nice inscription there. Her handwriting leaves a little bit to be desired, but I can at least make out a big C. And she's got an SA in the middle, which I quite like. I'm not sure this is the same signature she uses for when she's writing as Shannon Chakraborty. I don't know what's happened to the SA Chakraborty. It seems like she's kind of retired that, but I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it a B. No, C. Sorry, Shannon. Up next, we have Susanna Clarke. Let's have a little look at this one. I already know I'm going to like this one. Yes. Okay. Here we go. It's her full name written out, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to say, though, her handwriting, a little bit scratchy. And that K, I don't think that K is doing any favours there. But I will give her fairly high marks for writing all out. So, Susanna, yeah, I'm going to put you an A. I think you deserve that. American Gods, Neil Gaiman. Neil, you know what? I've got quite a few of your signatures, and I think you are one of the most consistent signaturists out there. This one's got a fair amount of foxing, unfortunately, but you can just about make out. You can see the signature there in nice light blue ink. The N is clear, the G is clear. It tails off a bit at the end, but I think it adds. I think aesthetically, that's a positive. Neil, you're straight up to S. Similarly, in the S, this is a book I literally bought because I saw the signature, and it was the most beautiful signature I think I've ever seen. Silvio Moreno Garcia for Silver Nitrate. Look at how beautiful that signature is. It is so well formed. Like, it is subtle. It wouldn't take her long to write, but you can see that's well practiced. She's taken a long time to work out that signature. I mean, come on now. Straight up to S. Easy. Just to prove that we do actually read our books as well as collect them. This is Laura's very beaten up copy of Assassin's Apprentice, which is very, very special because inside it still has a post-it note from the author signing and, of course, her own personal dedication from Robin Hobb. I'm a big fan of the Robin Hobb signature. I'm glad she wrote out her full name. Her handwriting is very neat and very consistent. I think that only means one thing. It's going on to S. From high praise to this disappointment, Kazuo Ishiguro, the very giant. The Ishiguro is clear on this. The Kazuo is a mess, and it's kind of just a bit of a scrawl. It's a bit of a scribble. Sorry, Kazuo. And also, I've compared this to other signatures by him, and this is one of the better ones. So that says a lot, I think. I'm sorry, Kazuo, you're going in D. If your opinions vary, then I encourage you to share them with me. What is your favourite author signature? Maybe that's a good time to ask that question. We're halfway through. What is your favourite author signature? What is your least favourite author signature? Please let me know. This is my favourite author signature coming up. In fact, this one is so beautiful, I based my own signature on it. It is, of course, Robert Jordan's signature. Look at that. Isn't that a piece of art? Now, one important thing to note about Robert Jordan's signature is if you see signature in a book which has Brandon Sanderson's name on it, that is a printed signature. It's not a real signature. Reason being is because, well, he was dead. I see a lot of sellers make that mistake online, thinking they have a signed Robert Jordan, when in fact it's just printed. However, Fires of Heaven was released when he was alive. So Robert Jordan, that's a clear S. A lot of S tiers. I'm going to need to start being harsher, I think. Let's go. We got a double bill. We got Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff in Aurora's End here. And I've put these two together because I think that actually they have clearly kind of worked something out here. The way they've combined their two signatures, I mean, they're kind of fairly low effort signatures. Maybe they spent a long time in the designing of them, but the way they've combined them makes a whole that is better than the sum of its parts. And I'm a big fan, I've got to say. Put that in A. Amy Kaufman's signature by herself, I'm going to say that's a B. And likewise, Jay Kristoff, who we have here, Empire of the Vampire, so many pages. Which page did you sign? There we go. That by itself, Jay. I mean, okay, I like the swirl. The swirl is good. It's a little bit scrappy in the middle. I'm also going to give you a B by itself. But if you combine the two of you, I think keep doing that. That D tier is looking a little empty, and it's time for Rebecca Kwong. Sorry, mate, but look at this. What the hell do you call that? What is that? I think that's a poor excuse. And I'm going to say, not much better when she's writing as Rebecca Kwong either. Both of those signatures, I have to say, are very poor. And both of them I'm putting in D. Look at that low effort. Awful. Similarly, I'm sorry, Emily, I'm sorry, but I love your writing. I love what you do. You're doing a great job. But please, for God's sake, work on the signature. I'm telling you. What is this? What is this? I mean, she's taken the time to write her full name. I'm impressed with that, but what is this? But that is actually the signature that inspired me to make this video because it's so awful. I'm sorry. D tier with you. Now, the king of fantasy behind Tolkien, of course, is George R.R. Martin. Let's have a look at what he can do. All right, so it's big. It's big and bold. I like the big swooshes. I don't like the fact that I can't see his name at all in there. I think, there's literally no way of me interpreting that as a G at the start. I can't see any R's Sorry, George. I like the swooshes, so I'm going to put you in C, but need to work on it. Actually, no, maybe don't work on that. Maybe instead work on the book you're supposed to be writing. Am I being a bit vicious? Maybe I am. V. Schwab. Victoria Schwab, you have a very nice signature, actually, I must say. Look, this has been designed, and I'm going to give her credit for the hours that she's put into that. You know, it's a squiggle, but it's a really well-formed squiggle. You can see the V, you can see the S, you can see the B, you can see the A. All of it very legible. Big fan of that. Very unique, and I'm going to say that is going to go straight up to S. Sanderson, we were just talking about you earlier, but we got to talk about the signature. I mean, you sign a lot of books. I mean, you really do sign a lot of books. And I can understand that your hand's going to get tired after a while. But this here, I mean, there is no, that doesn't say your name at all. There's no, that bears no resemblance to your name. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's very aesthetic either. Brandon, I'm sorry. Am I sorry? I'm not really that sorry. I'm going to put you in C. You're going in C. Whew. Are you enjoying this? I'm enjoying it. It's quite a fun roast. It's Dark Materials. Philip Pullman. I am a big fan. Less so of your writing. I never really managed to get into Northern Lights, but I do love your signature. Look at that one. It's a full name. Very nice handwriting. And I like the very direct line at the bottom. I'm going to say, Philip, you got an S tier. Hope you're happy, because I am for you. So let's talk about my favourite author, Terry Pratchett. Now, I'm not going to even touch his later signatures. Obviously, at that time, it was just amazing. He was signing things at all. But he was writing for a very long time. And so we have a large corpus with which to roast. Although, I will say, not too bad. This one here does kind of look more like Jerry Pratchett, I'm going to say. But he wrote it how it was full name. So, you know, I'm fairly impressed with that. This, by the way, is a signed first edition of Strata. Very valuable book. If you want it, you know where to find it. Pretty good. And you can see the start of his latest signature in here, in the swell between the Y and the P. And I think that kind of became a bit of a motif. I'm happy with that. I'm going to say early Terry Pratchett gets an A. Mid-career Terry Pratchett. I mean, by this point, there wasn't a thing he wasn't signing. And so he had to simplify his signature a little bit. From a shape standpoint, I think it's quite a nice shape. You can see the Y and the P still, and you got the double T at the end. I think it's a pretty good efficiency save. I'm actually going to give you a for that. Now, a bit of a wildcard author. I only read Robert McGammon this year, and I read Boy's Life. It was fantastic. I'm still looking for a signed Boy's Life. For now, got to do with this signed copy of mine. I already know I like this one. Yes. Look, you can read the Rob. You can sort of get an idea of the M, and there's a nice kind of tailing off at the end there. You know what? I think that's a good signature. You know, maybe the M is slightly unclear. I'm gonna give it an A. I've only got a few left, so enjoy them while they last. This was another signature that caused me to decide to make this video, and it's also at this point where I realised that this alphabetical order has not been perfectly alphabetical because I stacked them all in piles. There's a lot of books around me right now. If I turn the camera down, you'd see them. Martha. What is this? What is this? What is that? That is the laziest signature I've ever seen. There is no F tier. I need to work out how to make an F tier. Can I make an F tier? Okay, you're going at the bottom of D and remember your F. Okay, you're an F. Disgraceful. Sarah Underwood's another Illumicrate banger. The Lies We Sing to the Sea. This is a lovely signature. Okay, you can see the S, you can see the U, and you have a nice curve at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna give you good marks for that one. Aesthetically, very nice. Going in A. Another Illumicrate banger, Emily Tesh, Some Desperate Glory. Okay, so unfortunately, it's not actually attached to the book. So I can hold this up. I'll hold this up. Yeah, I'm getting Douglas Adams vibes, and I did score him pretty highly, but the only thing about Douglas Adams one is I could see the D and the A, but this one, I can't see any of it. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm going to put you in... I like the shape of it, but I just don't see any part of your name in it. Keep working at it. I think you got promise. Adrian Tchaikovsky, not the composer, the very accomplished author. Okay, this one here. Right, so what we got here? We got the A and the T have kind of almost combined, which I think is actually quite clever, because then you can follow it up with a CH and make a ch, which is great. I will say, though, that tail, I've seen a few examples, that tail is a bit inconsistent. And this one looks like he spent more effort over it than some of the other ones I've seen. So, Adrian, I'm going to put you in A. Sorry, in B even. I think, again, you thought about it. You thought about how can I sign a lot of books and still show my name. But I think the consistency is low, and that does hurt you, I'm afraid. We come to the second to last book, Dan Simmons. I have a lot of opinions about Dan Simmons, as you would have seen in my previous video. One of those opinions is that his signature is S tier. Look at that. I mean, he's put his full name in there. He's got unique handwriting. It's got a real flair to it. I mean, what else can I say? It has to go right up to S tier. Baldry, Travis. Congratulations, Travis, on your book launch, by the way. I have here a copy of Legends and Lattes. Let's have a little look inside to see. Okay, right. So we got a big T. Nice T. I can see the B. I've got to say, this version of your signature, not as good as the one I found online, but I'm going to still put you in B, I think. It was fairly low effort, but you have spent a bit of time thinking about the shape. Well, there you go. I've roasted as many as I can, but also praised as many as I can. What are the things that you think make a good signature? What is your favourite author signature? And what is your least favourite author signature? I want to see some good examples. I want to see some bad examples. Get down in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. Oh God, here comes Laura.
I've just got out of bed. Did he remind you that not all of these books are for sale, but a lot of these books are for sale? God, I don't even know what I must look like. I was in bed and I could hear him doing this video, and I stormed in here to say that most of these books are for sale, and I don't know if he's told you that because I was asleep, and I'm also not wearing my glasses, so I can't really see the screen. No mean comments about my bed hair. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Yeah, so go like and subscribe, buy a book, leave a comment, all that jazz. Thank you for your support and love on the fantasy and sci-fi videos.
Also, we're on Instagram.
Yeah,
make sure you follow us on Instagram at Hardy's Books. And head to hardysbooks.co.uk.
Yeah. We've hit all the bases. All right. See you, folks.